So MK19, I will just need to swap the observer here as blue and Prawsha as red. So Prawsha is playing as Fallen and MK as Beast. I'm really looking forward to this game because I think it could be really interesting. To be honest, I think the matchup, this matchup is really difficult for the Fallen in the early game. You really need to focus on units and scouting the map. Maybe try to even trick the enemy a little bit. So we'll see how Prawsha will deal with this situation. Of course, we didn't see MK play yet in the tournament, so I'm not sure what we can expect from him. But seems like he's just going for a quick arena here. No stables yet, nothing too crazy. From Prawsha we can actually see a really nice setup with the fallen buildings to block the path, the entering path. So we have the deformer here, then he blocked the path all the way down here with the hive, and here he'll just probably leave a small place where he can enter with his units, but he will definitely make it more narrow so he can just swarm the enemies, or he actually decided to leave the gap here and block it with his summoner. This is really smart because he can still fit his hive stingers there, but nothing big will come through. And this is also movable, so he can just remove it if he needs to. Of course, he's just spamming more harvesters. I'm expecting a summoner now, yes, that's going to happen. At 6 harvesters, that's the normal strategy in this situation. And this is really interesting. MK19 is actually going for a quick Dark Altar. So maybe just straight for trolls or maybe some flying units. We'll have to see. But I think Prawsha will really quickly find out about it because he's just going to explore with his hive stingers. So we'll see how this is going to go. Actually, I don't hear any music. I don't know if you do, guys. Maybe there was just a small break in game. But I have music definitely set up at 36%, so we should hear at least something. I lowered it down in the beginning of the stream, just so you can hear me more clearly, because some of you gave me that feedback. Still don't know if it was about the game or just the music between the matches, but I lowered it down a little bit just to be sure. Prawsha going for a soul trap. I can definitely understand that, because to be honest, going hive guards against beast is just not too effective. And we can actually see him going for Lizard Fortress, so it will be either Worms or just Striders. Striders will be actually really good for him here, because Prawsha is not going for Incubator and Wild Cocoon, which means he won't be able to make Seekers to reveal the invisible Striders. But as you can see, Prawsha went here with his hive stinger and explored the whole area and revealed the idea of MK19 going for the Lizard Fortress. So now we can see there are basically two options that he could do now, Prawsha. He could either just take all of his units and rush him, which he actually maybe will do. And the second one is, of course, go for Incubator and then Wild Cocoon. So they have the access to the Seeker, in case MK19 decides to actually make the Striders. MK is building a totem, but that takes like 65 seconds if I'm not mistaken. So that's definitely quite a long time, and it's enough time for Prawsha to get there. Also, the totem is not fully protected. I would definitely stick it here to this small area, a little bit more towards the Dark Altar, and just block the path with 2 Borons. Even though they will probably just really quickly die to the hive stingers because they have spike damage, which has bonus against Borons, 200%. He's also building a Weapon Master. This really doesn't make any sense, to be honest. But we'll have to see what is his idea here. He's just trying to, Prawsha, of course, go for the minion that is building the totem, but to be honest, that's not going to stop it. And the minions should be able to kill the hive stingers. Maybe he will lose some of them, but it should be fine. He just needs to finish the totem really quickly. Just 5 seconds maybe. But we can see Prawsha making hive spitters. That should definitely help him to deal with anything that might come from the lizard fortress. Or I mean mainly wyverns. Wyverns are definitely going to be destroyed by hive spitters, because hive spitters have bonus, or not bonus, but they are really effective against flying units. And he's actually going for wyverns. But Prawsha, of course, is also building a wild cocoon just to make sure that he's also prepared for striders. The totem is already up, so there will be no more rushing from Prawsha, that's for sure. But he will just be making more hive spitters. We'll see if he will go for some hive guards, since he already is forced to make the wild cocoon. I'm expecting some harassment from the wyverns of MK19. Actually, maybe Prawsha should build at least one tower here, just to protect his villagers. But since he's already just standing here with his hive spitters, not going anywhere, probably not gonna go anywhere anytime soon, he can probably just rely on them and don't even need the tower. But it would be a nice addition to his defense, definitely. I'm actually quite surprised that none of the players are keeping a track of the map. Yeah, there are no scouts. Definitely would expect it, at least with the hive stingers. It's just a quick, cheap unit that you can send anywhere and just scout basically all the expansions. Maybe it's just going to make a hive guard for that, but seems like he just keeps producing more hive spitters for now. We can actually check the resources. Definitely both of them are spending their resources really well. Prawsha has many more units, but keep in mind that MK19 was a little bit destroyed here. Got a little bit destroyed. Maybe he should actually build another lizard fortress, or just start combining the wyverns with some other units. Yeah, actually this is a really good point. MK19 didn't even leave his base yet, so he has no idea. He has no idea where the enemy is, so he's just exploring with the wyvern right now. While Prawsha, of course, knows exactly where his opponent is. He produced the Seeker because I think he didn't see a single wyvern yet, so he doesn't even know if enemy is making striders or wyverns. Now he actually burrowed somewhere, maybe to the enemy town. I would expect him somewhere around here. But actually I will just disable the table. I don't see him yet. Maybe... I mean, I would definitely expect him somewhere around here. But to be honest, I don't see the Seeker. Maybe he is really well hidden, but yeah, he just emerged right here. I don't know why he's damaged. That's quite interesting. But he's just spotting the area, definitely discovering the fact that MK19 is producing wyverns. And also building another lizard fortress. He's also making a lizard keep. To be honest, I think it's just because he wants to upgrade his wyverns. I don't think he's going to make warlocks right now, because he don't have anything that he would put in front of them. Yeah, Prawsha definitely took this really smart move and created 2 lightning spires in time, because wyvern is already here. And if he didn't do that and left the town as he did, he would definitely get harassed by this wyvern. Maybe he's going to still get harassed from the top, but I think he's just going to retreat. And he should, because Prawsha is already gathering up here with his... Oh, actually upgraded charged deformer. That's definitely really good. As you can see, the slow is super broken. I mean, 2 totems if he finishes this. He saw it with the Seeker, so he knows that this is being produced here. Or built. But the totems are going to be a problem, I think. He's definitely going to kill the wyverns if he wants to. Even has one hive guard, which is going to slow down the wyverns' attacks, so that's really good. But the totems might be a small problem. They are taking only 70% from poison, so definitely quite durable against hive spitters. But he has lots of them. I think he's going to destroy the totems and he can just produce more units over time. MK19 is going for an expansion, but to be honest, if he loses his main base, it's not going to help him. He's not even repairing his totems. That's definitely a big mistake, because you can actually repair buildings as beast for free. So that would be definitely a really good idea to repair it. It just reduces the maximum HP, but that doesn't really matter if you lose the building anyways. MK19 made a Strider, but Seeker definitely dealt with that. And he's just producing more units right now. Totally decimating MK19's town. He is not even mining here anymore. Just sent all the minions from gold to death, to die. And I mean, he's making the expansion, but what is he going to do there? Even if he had already finished it and he had 10 minions here, he probably wouldn't be able to make a whole town and also create enough units to defeat this. He would need to have saved up a ton of resources for that. He has basically nothing. Yeah, this is definitely GG, and Prawsha will be the winner of this matchup. We just need to wait for MK19 to announce himself as loser of this game. And for fate, of course. So yeah, this was pretty basic strategy, really quick game. Prawsha going for an expansion in the end as well. I think he was planning to go for some advanced units. Maybe Voidwalkers, maybe Nightmares, maybe Avengers, we don't know, but eventually he decided to swap the strategy. Because, of course, he saw that MK19 is definitely not rushing in with warriors or anything, Goblin Riders. And yeah, he just went for the Wyverns immediately. He was still expecting to have a chance with this expansion, but to be honest, it wouldn't help him anyways, even if Prawsha didn't discover it now. So yeah, this was our 7th game or something. I don't even remember the amount of games we already played. 12 minutes, a little bit longer than the previous one, like twice the amount of minutes, but still pretty quick game. Not necessarily a rush, but of course Prawsha reacted to the situation really well and attacked when he saw that his enemy is trying to accumulate some wyverns. And adapted his strategy, of course, which was the most important part. Produced, of course, many more units. Buildings doesn't really matter, but he was also making some upgrades, that's really important. And here we can see the resources. Once again, really good efficiency with gold. Actually exactly 6,000, similar wood and a little bit more gems.